Welcome back. This is DragonTank 1400 here, and this is DragonTank plays modded Minecraft. So I did work somewhat on the church. I added another column. I used a colored black cobblestone because I needed some contrast there. I didn't really want to use black, but I didn't think of any other color to really use. Let's see, colored cobblestone. Kind of wanted that cobblestone look. The white was obviously out, not any contrast whatsoever. Guess I was thinking about maybe using the cyan. I'm not sure. Maybe yellow. I'm gonna have to work on it. I'll come up with some new ideas. Anyway, so the seats are still gonna go here. They're gonna be 10. The last row of seats. This is the center. This is going to extend a little more, and this is going to be the podium, and then I'm going to put some musical instruments maybe somehow. Got a lot of work to do on it, so I got to add the floor. I got a lot. See, this project I have a lot to design. Here I'm going to, right here is going to be the start of the entrance. Put it down, of course. And then I think about, I'm not sure where I'm going to lay out the real entrance of the church or anything like that yet. I want to work with the terrain as much as possible. And I'm going to have like some rooms for some like group studies and stuff like that. And a place to eat for some fellowship and that kind of stuff. So I have a lot to design on the big church. Probably won't be doing that. Probably won't be working on this that much. By next episode, I might put in some stained glass window designs and maybe some floor designs. We'll have to see. But it's gonna be, this is more of a project that I wanted to design for like. I wanted to add these structures. I definitely wanted a medium church out of like stone material. This is holy stone. That's why it has that sparkles. I thought it was fitting for a church. But anyway, this is going to be more of a, this is, I would actually consider this like a medium to large, okay, I got scales. I'm going to do scales. I'll kind of show you what I consider small, medium, and large. I always get a little lag spike there with the laboratory and some other stuff loading in. This is a very lag intensive area. Let's go to sleep so we're not attacked by monsters in the night. I need to have an episode where I explore the twilight and stuff like that. Be a more easier episode. I don't think I'm gonna do it next week. I have an idea for an episode next week if I get around to it. I wanna just record like 3 to 4 hours straight and then editing it down. I don't know how I'm gonna talk that long, but I figure I'll give that a try as a different kind of episode. Since I'm limited on recording time, what I do is throughout the week I build stuff and then I kind of show you guys what I build. Anyway, so this house is very small. It's a very small house. Very small build. This is a small build. I consider this a small build. I'm not done with it yet, so I got the interior. Even including the interior, I consider that a small build. This right here, I consider a small to medium build. Kind of between small and medium. It's a large structure. The laboratory is, including the underside, is a huge project. I consider that a very large build. And that church over there is going to be probably like a medium to medium large build, I would say. So that's kind of like the scale. But this whole town, including the laboratory and everything, is a mega project. Like, this town is a huge project. So that's just kind of the scales. Like, this project right here, this is I consider this a small building, small build. This didn't take that long. Small, even small to medium, I guess, for that, because of the interior. So I worked on this a little bit as well. I just worked on the arches. I'm probably gonna remove that. I'm gonna have to see. The problem I was like, these arches are done great. The problem was I having, because you see here it goes in and out. Makes it kind of look awkward, but it kind of gives it a unique feel when you're going around. So I'm gonna have to tweak some things, but I think it looks good. I'm gonna keep these interiors just because they're all different, basically. I like some of them more than others, but I do like that they're all different. That's the one thing I really like about it. So I got to do this interior and the those arches right there, and I had to do the so this is going to be like right here, weapons, and then over here is going to be entrance to the armor, and they're going to connect. So I'm gonna make that a little bigger, probably about roughly this size. So yeah, these are very small, and this is that's still very, I consider that still very small. Maybe the interior takes a little while, which is why a lot of people don't focus on the interior. But most of these houses, I'm gonna have to check them all and like have somewhat of an interior to them. I mean, they're not the greatest. I like to focus on the medium and the large houses. Haven't really, like, I can, like I said, I like the medium houses. I do consider like small builds, but they're still like medium houses. I'm gonna have large houses, and then there's gonna be mansion houses, maybe. Maybe in specialized locations, not really in town, but kind of in specialized locations where it's looking really nice areas. So I still got a lot of work on this town. I was originally planning to build other towns on this map. Oh, what did I press? No. So we got this town. It's going to go encompass this area. It was originally just going to encompass this area, if you can tell around my map. But I'm going to include it over here because I need some area for the big church, the medium church, I should say, and the large houses, some of the large houses. And I'm probably going to have, like, maybe after I remove these oil things, probably have like a mansion right here, just because that's a really nice area, and maybe like a mansion over here or something. I'm definitely gonna build a bridge going over here, connecting up, going pathways leading. That pathway is gonna lead this way, and it's gonna lead that way, I think, for sure. Maybe up here too. This area, I never really planned. I planned on most building like a fishing thing, but it's just going to be. I have plans for it. Let's just put it that way. Over here's where is it? The fireworks is over here. So definitely have to have a path. Path is going to lead that way, and it's going to connect over there. So I have to like this path I think is really good for inner city, but I'm gonna have to change the path to something else, I think, for outer city. We'll have to see. And of course I want to connect it up to this town, and then I have, well, that's no longer, I'm gonna have to remove all that, but connect it up to this area somehow. I mean, obviously it's not gonna have bridges leading to these areas, but because this is the automatic farm area, it's gonna lead to an area, and then I can use the, what's it called, staff of the traveling to travel to the different areas. Oh, and then of course the next project I'm gonna be next project I'm gonna be working on. Let's zoom out a little bit. That I've been telling you guys for a long time, actually, but haven't really got started on it, is the tree project. I finally got all the saplings I need and everything. It's going to be in this area, and I just need to get set up a tree farm. Hopefully I'll get that set up this episode. I mean, not this episode, next episode. So the other thing I did, I just did this out of wind yesterday because I was just simply not feeling good, and I wanted to get something done. I don't know why. First of all, I don't know why this is like this. It was working fine, and when I opened it, nothing's in there, so I guess I have to get Christmas stuff again, but that's no problem. So I added in the elevator tracks for all the areas. The only one functional right now is this one. Do I have any iron on me? I might have put it all in the ore processing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know why. Yeah. I had some iron on me, but I guess I put it all in the ore processing area. Well, I should have some tracks. Let's just take this one, I guess. Think about adding lights for those corresponding to different tunnels. I might not. I like the dark tunnel, but I also like the idea of having lights on it too. So it's kind of like not really sure what I want yet. I think I'll leave it as it is, just dark, and then once I get like a dye farm going, I can. Should give me all three of these. Well, once I get a dye farm going, I already have the glowstone. I can add the lights to it on one of them to see what it looks like, and if I like it, I can change them all. I think I will add it to this one because this one's the shortest. I'll show you the redstone. Now I'm not sure why, because I had to check the other one. Now the problem, I had it just going to this block here, because that's the blocks where the elevator track is on. However, it wasn't working, so I kind of had to like loop it around this block and to loop it there. I was looking at the other one. That's the way I had it set up. I don't know why this works. I think it's not a deal with redstone. I think it's more with the elevator tracks themselves, because the one below it was getting power, but the like this one wasn't, but this one and all the rest were. Let me just show you. Down. So I think it has a way, something to deal with how the redstone travels through the elevator tracks. Anyway, so I just have a XOR gate set up. What this does is just it creates two switches. It's like a double switch. When both of them are on, this will be on. When both of them are off, this will the output will be on. When one is on and one is off, that's when the system's off. So it acts just as like a double switch. You can set this up in vanilla. I'm not really sure how, but I'm sure I could figure it out. Yeah. Oh, I didn't test this out. Why the heck did that happen? Because this one works. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't test this out before the video. There it goes again. It's not like. Let's see what happens if I do this. Yeah, it's okay. Let me see if it works from down here. That could definitely be a problem. Turn this on. Yeah. Okay. No, maybe I had to start it from down there. Oh yeah, because I guess I just had to start it from down there to maybe line it up. The switch is way over there. I can't really add it anywhere else, unfortunately. And this button's probably, I'm gonna have to change this up. Because on the other side of that wall is this. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Alright, so now it's working. I guess I just had to line up with the track properly. I haven't set up the wiring for these two yet. Kind of takes a little bit to set up the wiring. But they're set up the same way, and like I said, I might add lights to it, and the lights I add will be, which is this is cyan to this one, orange to that one, red to that one, blue to that one, to correspond to the different places. I really actually like that I did that. So anyway, we're going to move on to the passage of the day. Finish out the episode, so I will be back with you with that. You shall have no other gods before me. So God is talking to Moses here, giving the 10 commandments. This is the first commandment. The second is, you shall not make yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above or that is in the earth beneath. Basically no idols. So first of all, some people might think, oh, no other gods, so there's other gods. No. First of all, there's not other gods other than made up by human, which false gods basically. God himself is the one and only true God. The one and only true God. So all their gods are either demons or just false ideals made up by people, basically. And as I was saying, like last episode, I think it was last episode before, is that humans can't make up their own gods, because how can a created being make up what created them? I mean, humans like to think that way because they like to have their cake, have a god that is in control of the universe, and they then get stuff out of it and eat it too. Oh, I want my god to be have these my same ideals, but no. Man can't make up God because God himself created man. So it's kind of going on that notion that the creation cannot make the creator. The pot cannot make the does not create the potter. So So basically, it's the same kind of thing that I was saying last episode, is that we kind of, that's kind of a nice view. We as humans tend to make up our own thing of what we think God should be. But God, like, many people are like, oh, God hasn't revealed himself. Like, how can you be sure that's the one and only true God? Well, first of all, there is a ton of evidence, historical, scientific, logical evidence to support that the God of the Christian Bible is the one and only true God. And if that is the case, now I won't get into the details there. First of all, I don't have enough time, and I don't have the resources in front of me, but I recommend looking it up yourself, really looking it up yourself, because there is basically, to show you all the evidence, it would take me years and years to do, and that's not the point of this of my channel or the series. So I just recommend looking up yourself. But second, if the Christian God is truth, he has revealed himself through the Bible. Oh, was the Bible written by man? Well, yes, it was written by man, but it was inspired by the Holy Spirit, which is why certain books aren't displayed in the Bible. And it's not like, oh, they pick and choose. It's a very lengthy process of how they picked and choose the 66 books in the Bible. And like even a lot of Paul's letters didn't even make it into the New Testament. Like, Paul had more letters than that. But it's, I said, it's a lengthy process and everything. And you can be like, oh, but man's still written the Bible because they got to pick and choose. Well, it wasn't, oh, and what if they're hiding documents and stuff like that? A lot of people, I think, they're hiding documents, and I don't think that's the case. First of all, the Bible, the Old Testament, I don't want to get into the details, but basically there's a lot of manuscripts on it, and a lot of old manuscripts on it, and they date back to near the time that these were written, very close to when they were written than like any other documentation in that time period, even sometimes after or before. Like, if you look at Hinduism or Muslim, the documents were written 300 years after. We have manuscripts, first of all, they were written by eyewitnesses, so they were written in the same, like, probably 30 years within. Maybe Revelations was a little more than 30 years, but other than that book, they were probably within 30 years of Jesus going to heaven, whereas other religions, 300 years, 500 years, 1,000 years, they were written. So, and we have actually evidence, old manuscripts dating within like 100 AD, of 100 AD, which is like 70 years after Jesus. So that's extremely close when you compare it to like other religions and even other historical documents like Caesar, Augustus, and stuff like that we take for fact. So, and it has, I think it's the numbers like over 40,000 manuscripts. And these manuscripts are extremely close. There's some word choices between them sometimes, but really the manuscripts, I mean, they're not like whole documents. They're a lot of times they're pieces of it, which is understandable because paper fades, but at the same time, they are extremely close together. Like, there might be a few word choices here and there. However, it doesn't change what the Bible says, and especially it doesn't change what it repeats over and over again, that Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven. So So I'm just saying that there's a ton of evidence to support Christianity being the one and only true religion. And on top of that, like the relational evidence that I have in my own life, particularly how I suffered and God was there for me, and Jesus Christ was there for me. So there's there's a logical evidence, historical, scientific, the more, I guess you can say, concrete evidence, or concrete's not really the right word, but you get my point. And then there's the relational evidence that you actually have this that I have this relationship with Jesus Christ. And to be honest, it's and I definitely think both are needed. Like, I think if you focus just on the relational, you're missing out, because you're not testing your faith with facts to see if it's true. And if you just believe it because of the facts, then you're missing the relational, the connection, the relationship with Jesus Christ, which is kind of the whole point of Christianity. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say. I mean, like I said, you guys should look it up for yourself. There's a wide range of material to use. You can check it up on the internet. Sometimes you got to watch out what you read on the internet. Be warning you guys on that. It's you got to test everything you read with evidence and facts, and don't just. And basically, my hope is don't just believe kind of just what you guys were taught. Just and that includes Christianity. Like I said, test Christianity. You need to test your faith to the facts, and that also includes everything you've been taught in school. A lot of things you've been taught in school are false. Are like censored history and stuff like that. It's actually getting kind of bad. That we just. I won't get into the specifics, but everything taught in school is true. I mean, kind of a weird example would be that when I was growing up, there's thought to be 9 planets. Well, now there's 8. That's not really that a good example of my point. But at the same time, like, you do have to watch out. There is censored history and that kind of stuff. So I don't know. It's just I just want to bring you guys Jesus Christ and get you guys closer to that. So, and that's really my prayer in this series, is that one person gets closer to Jesus Christ through this series. that I honor God faithfully and everything. Worship God, worship Jesus Christ. Like, I really like this church. This church was needed. I really like that cross. Really like those windows and everything. This church is definitely needed. It might be a little bit too high, but other than that, maybe it's not too high because it positions that cross perfectly, I think. So basically, that's just my hope with this series, is that I just want to bring people closer to Jesus Christ. That's really my purpose. So, well, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. See you in the next one. Bye.